Buffaloes getting the victory today, man, against the Iowa State Cyclones. Shout out Coach Prime, man. We got the press conference, post-game press conference here. Let's check out. Before we start this, like I said, man, a tough win. It didn't start out the best, but it ended just like we wanted it to. Also, you know, this is just another one of those games where I'm like, dog, like the Big 12 don't got no heavy hitters like I thought the Big 12 had. You know, these Iowa State Cyclones, you know, they had a loss last week, and this will make this second loss in a row. And if you ask me, man, like the Big 12 has been ripe for the picking the entire season, man. The Big 12 has been nothing to be scared of. Ain't nobody in the Big 12 to fear at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's just unfortunate that, you know, Coach Prime and the Buffaloes haven't been able to capitalize on I want to say a weak conference, but a weaker conference than the others. Especially when you compare it to the Big 12, to the Big 10, the SEC and the ACC as well. I think the ACC still has the better talent than the Big 12 does, straight up. But like I said, man, it's unfortunate that we haven't been able to capitalize on the teams we've been playing. But hey, it's about time we get back in that win column, man. Straight up. Damn. So game started out not like you wanted it to. It seemed like Kaidon Salter was ready to get the game away again. Like I don't understand where all these overthrows are coming from. Damn. Like bro had, you know, within the first, 10 minutes of the game had like 5 overthrows. Just overthrowing his guys. Defense. Damn. Defense. You know, people like to talk shit about the defense, and the defense really was the ones to hold it down. If the defense did not hold, the Cyclones to minimal points. Also, there was a red zone opportunity for the Cyclones, and Colorado ended up coming up with an interception. Looks like there was a questionable call on that, but still got the interception and the ball going back the other way. Defense has been able to step up, man. So that's why I'm tired of hearing shit about the defense, bro. No more shit talking about the defense until you get competent play from the quarterback position. That's straight up, man. Like I'm tired of hearing the defense this, defense that, if your quarterback can't make the gimme throws, the everyday throws, the throws that anyone at his level should be making on a routine basis. So I don't blame the defense for anything this year, because the offense has never put them in a position to really be successful, especially in their losses. So game, like I said, game started out iffy, real irky. It was real irky in them waters, man. It wasn't looking good. Looked like, Coach. This is one of the first games where Coach Prime really expressed himself on the sideline. Coach Prime was visibly upset a couple of times, man. Like my man was about to blow a gasket, man. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, all these healthy. Like, let's not, let's keep the heart rate, you know what I'm saying, to a regular rate, or like, regular game time rate. You know what I'm saying? But like, it looked like Coach Prime was really ready to pull the trigger, but Coach Prime was so mad that it started making me think that he has to play Kaidon Salter. I'm like, bro, like, why are you so pissed off on the sideline when you the man that hold the keys? You the man that, make the decision on who's gonna be your signal caller, your quarterback for the team. And he's put a lot of faith in Kaidon Salter. He's stuck with Kaidon Salter and not looked back ever since he put him back in the starting lineup, which I commend him for. But at the same time, You know who I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Juju Lewis to come out. You know what I'm saying? So, Kaden Salter finally finds his footing. The offensive coordinator, bum ass Pat Sherman, he finds his footing. He finds a rhythm. They both find a rhythm together, and then put together some plays. Kaden Salter was still missing passes all game. Just that this time, instead of taking a sack, he'll run out for that first down or run out for a couple of yards. Basically, positive yardage straight up. And that's where Kaden Salter really was good at today, was getting positive yardage to this game instead of those negative plays. Those negative plays put you behind the sticks, put you in disadvantageous positions where you got to convert a long third down. When, that intermediate passing is not really his forte anyway. So, it was good to see that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback were able to get on the same page. And even at that, the players make plays. The quarterback, when he wasn't able to make the proper read, he used his legs and he got positive yardage. That's all we can expect. And that's all we want, man. Straight up. So we end up going up 7. That's cool. Defense was still holding, but offense was still on bullshit timing. Damn. Defense let up 3 points. Offense came down, gave you nothing. Damn. Defense, of course, once the offense is not super productive, the defense is put in disadvantageous positions where, they might have a short field or, it's just not to the defense's, advantage. When the field position is flipped like that, you know what I'm saying? So defense then gave up a touchdown right before halftime, or not before halftime, but let's just say they gave a touchdown. Game ended up being 7. They gave a touchdown before halftime, so I think it was about 7-10 right before half. Colorado comes out, scores, boom, 14-10. Shit. Something happens. We're gonna check the highlights when they come out, but I believe it ends up being 14-17. Colorado then scores 21, and then from there, Colorado then takes control, and Kaden Salter hits a huge play to Joseph Williams, number 8, on a 3rd and 17 play to really close out the game, and that's what it was. So even through the difficulties that Kaden Salter showed to begin the game, Coach Prime stayed with him. And we got the W, and that's all that matters at this point. We'll talk about what needs to get talked about when we got to talk about it. But today, it's a W, and we celebrate the W's, man. So we got the post-game press conference with Coach Prime, going to talk to the media about what's happening from his point of view, basically. Let's go.
How we doing? God bless each and every one of you guys and ladies. Started off today getting there early. Had a couple recruits to meet, but before the end, I got this favorite spot on campus.
You can repeat that, Brody. Hold up. Yeah, you got a couple recruits to, like Coach Prime got, he got a good amount of freshmen on the team that's actually, effective parts, components of that offense and defensive side.
Ladies,
and special teams. Let's not forget special teams.
Getting there early. Had a couple recruits to meet, but before the end,
yes, sir.
I got this favorite spot on campus. I just know how to get there. I can't tell you where it is, but it's a beautiful lake there and some wonderful seats that face the lake. And I've claimed that as my prayer spot. And I went there this morning to pray and be good with decision making and understanding all the different nuances of the game so I could be on my game and sharp. So I kind of felt in my spirit that the outcome would be what it was. I thought it would be greater, that we would win by 14 actually.
All right, talk your shit
Wonderful
then.
team, well coached.
Talk your
quarterback,
shit then.
made some phenomenal plays. First downs troubled us early on in the game. Defense got it together though. Thank God for the sellout crowd. It's one of the most beautiful things that you ever want to see. Standing on that sideline, looking behind our bench and looking across to see over 50,000 radical, passionate fans. I love these kids and these adults and everybody that's fan base to life. Barrett got his first pick at CU, second of his career. Mata went over 100 consecutive. Hit that turn field goal. How Joseph, phenomenal day. I'm in the staff and throughout the week because that can happen when you lose a couple games straight. I think that was our first stint that we lost back.
Don't make me bring out Kamala, bro.
Quite some time since.
Let's just get to the point.
You know,
Come on, man.
whatever. Great day. I'm happy. Let's go.
Good day, man. Good game, coach. Good game, coach.
Hi, Coach Nick Edwards, Yahoo Sports. Hope you're doing well.
Thank you.
This team really needed to turn the corner here, and
Yeah.
you're seeing it today, getting a ranked win. How important was it to come out with a win today?
It's very important. It's kind of vital. I mean, your season could go this way or that way, and the most frustrating part about it is that we're good. And I know this sounds crazy, especially when you say the record aloud, but we're good. We haven't really gotten our butts kicked. You know, I take a good whooping. I mean, I grew up taking a good whooping, so I don't mind that. But when we're losing it with self-inflicted wounds, it bothers you. But today, right before we completed that third down pass, we said, guys, this is it. This is the game. When we get this first down, we're going to win. We don't, we can put it on the defense. Anything can happen. And I think they had two or three timeouts at the time, so it was going to be tough. But we got it. We persevered.
Hey, bro, you're done already?
Yeah, bro.
How?
I hired Motion to hire AI employees.
AI employees?
Yeah, dude, I have a project manager, executive assistant, and a marketing specialist.
And they work for you?
They do all the work that I don't want to do, so I can focus on the business and take care of things that are actually.
Hey, Coach Leo Barrow with Scoba Sports. The fans after the game rushed the field. Did you have a comment on that at all?
I love it. I love it. As long as we control our, you know, we don't want to do nothing stupid. I mean, I think we got the field goal thing that lets down now. What you gonna do with the field goal when you tear it down anyway? You know, what you gonna do with it? You know, put it in your front yard of your frat house, you know, and then you tell it on yourself. I don't understand that, but I love it. I want to see the kids rush the field. I absolutely love it. I mean, hats off to our security team. They do a good job of ushering me in, but I love to see it. I really do.
Any worry about the fine?
Is it a fine for rushing the field?
Yes, sir.
What
That
is
was
it?
shit.
50 what? Damn! For rushing the field? Yes, sir. Damn! How's it 50,000 for rushing the field? Who made that a rule? Excuse me? Come on, man. That ain't right. I mean, these kids.
Man, goes to show you, man, coaches don't be knowing all the damn rules, man.
Well, we have 50,000 right there. We can chip in. Let's chip in. That's how it was when I grew up. You know, we going somewhere back before you get in the college.
Shit, the stadium holds 50,000. Everybody go and chip in $1.
Guys, you got to chip in. $5 yeah, okay. Just chip in. Wow. That's shoot. I'm sorry. Wow. 50 grand. All right, next question.
Hi, Coach. Adam Ostertiger, 24/7 Sports. Congrats on the win.
Thank you, sir.
How big is this for Caden to have the second half he did? Did you have to challenge him there in the
we
first half?
challenged everybody, not just Caden. He stood up and stood out. He did his thing. I mean, I don't think it was a play in the game bigger than that third down throw. And the standing there, first of all, we gave him a clean pocket. The line, hats off to the darn
The line,
They're
man, the line is clean pockets all day for that
blocking
line,
their
man.
butts off, run as well as pass. And he stood in there and he delivered a great ball. Joseph went up and got that thing. Man, it was a great execution of what we practice. And I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. I truly am.
Coach, you mentioned Jeremiah Brown leading the team in tackles today. Just how much better of a player has he become over the last couple of years? I know obviously he was struggling to find his way in the lineup the last 2 years here,
Yeah.
but just it seems like he's just taken a massive step forward this
Yeah,
season.
well, we're looking for consistency of the entire defense, not just Jeremiah. Once we get consistency, especially at the linebacker position, you're going to see some big changes. You know, I love to applaud our guys on defense, but you got to understand, we gave up 240 some yards rushing. So how can I sit up there and clap with my feet, knowing that?
Hey, Coach. Brian Howell, the Daily Camera. I do want to ask you another question about Caden. Just as a quarterback, how big of a deal is that for a young man to gain confidence and get a win like this and play like that?
Yo, man, this Colorado media don't be asking no questions. Like, yo, Colorado media, ask some real questions, man. God damn.
Tremendous. I mean, because you're looking at your teammates, and if they looking at you crazy, they looking at you sideways, you got to fix that. And he took responsibility. We had a meeting, and, you know, I challenged certain guys to step the game up, and he said, you know, this is the way I played. That's on me. I'm going to play better. And he did. So I'm happy for him.
And I do want to ask you a follow-up on something you said earlier. That
Man, he played better, but he missed a whole lot. Like, let's not do a whole bunch of praising because there's a lot of bad within this win. Let's be
the
honest.
season could have gone one way or another. Obviously, who knows what happens, but you guys go into a bye now feeling much better about yourselves. Do you feel like this is that type of win that can maybe turn this season around?
I hate to say it's one win that can turn it around. We should have been winning, man. And we're still upset with that. I mean, the locker room has a different vibe today, and it's a different challenge given at the conclusion of the matter. But we're better than what our record says. And sometimes as coaching, you analyze everything, you still in that mode, that competitive mode. I'm still thinking about the games and
Everything
what
you could
I
have done.
could have done better, what we could have done better.
Right.
And I'm thinking about these yards rushing that we've given up. So when you giving up those type of numbers, that's clock, man. That's possessions. And that's taking possessions out of the hands of the offense. And,
Man, shit, you playing against Abu Sama. Abu Sama going to the league next year.
I think we got the ball. I forgot when it was, but we're 3 and out. I mean, we didn't take any time off the clock. We can't have 3 and outs, not with the capability of what we have in that locker room. But coaches got it right. We fixed it, and we went out there and overcame adversity.
Ryland Scholes from Ralph Report. You touched on this a couple of questions ago, but you guys have struggled on both sides of the ball in the second half the last few weeks.
Right.
You guys come out, have this performance this week. What does it mean for this team's confidence to come out and perform like you guys did
I
today?
don't think we didn't have confidence, but I like that when you put in the work and you see the results, then you understand what triggered everything. It's the work. It's the work. And they put in the work. And we went over situational football quite a bit this week as well as last week. And we did better with some things that happened in the TCU game this week. We did much better in some of those things. So when you put in the work, you're going to see the results ultimately in some form or fashion.
Hey, Coach. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, sir.
Scott Proctor at DMVR. You talked a lot about the last couple of weeks just finishing games, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to help you master AI content creation this weekend, but first, let me show you what total beginners are.
This week as well. You talked. Proctor at DMVR. You talked a lot about the last couple of weeks just finishing games, right?
Mm-hmm.
This week as well. You talked about kind of changing practice a little bit to put emphasis on this is the third quarter, this is the fourth quarter.
Yes, sir.
What would you say was the difference in the way you guys finished today, finishing the way you want to, I'm assuming?
I think taking advantage of certain opportunities.
Colorado. Like, are these the questions that you have to ask? Because, like, they could be much better questions to ask, bro.
We had a couple wrinkles in the offense called, and we didn't take advantage of those. But I mean, we had to get back to the root and start running downhill. You got to understand when a team know you're running and you still are running, that's tremendous. Hats off to the offensive line and the attitude that they possess. And when we needed the stops, we got the stops defensively. I'm just thinking about we got to do a better job on punt return and kickoff return because we got some phenomenal guys on those return teams. And we just got to do a better job of blocking and holding blocks and doing what's called. Because we should have been scored 1 or 2 by now. We really have because of the personnel that we have. Great week as well for recruiting. I think we had some top recruits that we really want, high schoolers that we really, 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 really want. And hopefully this win helps tremendously.
Hey, Coach Jack Carlo.
My man.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you, sir.
Kind of similar to Scott's question, too. You've obviously talked a lot about guys needing to step up in big moments with that 3rd and 17 completion, 4th down stop earlier. Just how gratifying was it to see your players kind of step up?
Tremendous, but we still got work to do. I mean,
A lot of work to do.
you know,
Like
we
this
shouldn't
shit
be
ain't
giving up
this
some of
shit
the
ain't
things that we're
dope,
giving up
man. We
defensively.
ain't won nothing yet.
And offensively, we got to take
All
advantage
these
of
weak
certain
ass
situational
questions,
football
man, from
that
these
we
damn reporters, bruh. Like, man, like y'all, I just can't imagine going to school to be a reporter to ask these type of questions. Damn, that's crazy to me. Like, bro, like, let's get a little bit more detail about what's going on with the football team and what's to come. We got a bye week coming up, so we need some more questions about what the future holds for Colorado Buffaloes.
see the matchups. You know, sometimes we may go to the line and call it at the line based on what the defense does, and we got to make better decisions in those type of situations with the ball as well. But overall, like I say, man, even with the faults that we had, we got the W.
Hey, Coach. Heading into halftime, kind of felt like deja vu from the last couple of weeks. Kind of give up the lead. What was the conversation in the locker room, and why do you think coming out you were able to put up points in the second half this week? Whereas the last couple?
We made emphasis on what we coming out and the attitude we're coming out with. We got the ball in the second half, so we were excited about getting the ball in the second half and going down and trying to do something with it, having something scripted. And we felt like we knew
Ain't nothing wrong with scripting them plays,
when
man.
we line up in this, that's what they're going to do. We line up in this when we give you this look defensively, this is what you're going to do. So we felt good coaching-wise with what we saw on the opposite side of the field. But it comes down to making plays. And we got a better job punting the ball and keeping them inside the 10, I think 5 a couple times, whatever, with new mate. He did a heck of a job. We didn't get that performance from him last week, and he was emphasizing that, watch what I do next week. And I liked the way he responded, and several guys responded tremendously. And I'm really proud of that. We made some catches, too. I think we dropped one deep one that we got our hands on. But when we get those type of opportunities, we got to make those plays.
On that 3rd and 17, I just wanted to ask at the end of the game, was there any decision or conversation about running it there and doing that? Or was it straight
we had to go get it. Yeah, we had to go get it. It was it's 3rd and 17? It was it? Man, I might have changed my mind if I known that. I'm just joking. I know, but we had a good play call. We felt like if they give us this look, we could take advantage of it, and we did.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win.
Thank you, sir.
Jake Schwannis, DMVR. I mean, you had the interception, the 4th down stop,
That
but
was big.
also 2 for 12, holding them on 3rd down. Just what was it about the defense to have those clutch performances?
Situational football and challenging guys to step up.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you know, you got to understand when you're trying to get it together and you're trying to win games that you've lost, and you're rallying these guys up, and one guy want to stand up and talk. It's hard for him to talk when he ain't doing his job. So those guys understand. Damn. And don't say nothing unless you're balling. You can't say it.
Bullshit.
So that was a challenge to them by their teammates as by the coaching staff, and they got it right. So
See, now I feel you on that, Coach Prime, but everybody gonna make mistakes. Nobody perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably 1 or 2 players on this entire roster are, pro bound. You know what I'm saying? Even worthy of being picked in the draft. So I would say that sometimes you got to deviate these roles out, man. Your best player don't got to be your leader. You know what I'm saying? Your best player is not always your best leader. It's all about who they respect. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be able to respect your teammate beyond their performance on the football field.
Now they can stand up proudly and profess what we need to do. It's hard to stand up in front of your team and you ain't balling. That's
It ain't hard if you given the okay from the coach. If you given the battery from the coach got to put that battery in your back and let the entire team know this is who we following behind. Because these are my leaders. These are my leaders and my dogs.
It's tough.
Hey, Coach. Bill Wise with the Sioux Independent. I know there's been a couple questions about the second half, but I want to look at that third quarter, which is the best third quarter of the season so far. Was there something specific in the locker room or at halftime that you said?
Yeah, but I don't even recall what I said at halftime because I just it's in the moment. It's in the moment, and I don't write nothing down most of the time. So, but these guys know the way we practice the things we emphasize. Second half, especially the third quarter. It don't make sense. Not only that, third series of the game, we have been giving it up all season long. And guess what? We got off the field the third series of the game. I think we got off the fourth series of the game too without surrendering points, and that's huge for us. Huge.
I've recently come to learn that a lot of founders and marketers don't quite know how to look up the competitors' marketing strategies. I personally like using this with the startups that I work with to look up what channels the top competitors are using to market their company, as well as finding the campaigns which are driving the best results. Let's imagine you have a
Hey Coach, Harrison Simeon, Buffs on SI. The connection between Caden and JoJo Williams has been kind of a discussed point this year. What's your perspective been on their connection, and how did you feel today was kind of that breakthrough moment for them?
I don't know if it's a breakthrough moment. Joseph been doing his thing. We got to get it to him. Man, that's it. Straight up. We got to get to it. We got a great receiving corps, man. These guys can play. And we got balance running the darn football. I think we were, 39 rushing plays, 25 passing. You know, it don't seem like it's balanced, but it is because we had to hit that clock at the end of the game. So we had to do certain things we needed to do to hit the clock and to make them use their timeouts. But Joseph is a dog, man. He's a dog where he played a year ago, and we're happy to get him. And I've been knowing him for years, his family for years. So I'm glad he chose us.
Coach Shane Holcomb, Scobo Sports. You've been open about fighting through adversity recently. Your team's faced it. You've personally faced it just this week. After so many, close calls recently, your team made those winning plays today. What does that mean to you and everyone in that locker room right now?
It means a lot. We won. It's the difference. Different field, different
Yes,
move.
sir.
My lady want to go grab something to eat. Usually, I don't want to be seen after loss. I might actually go do it. You don't want to go nowhere when you get your butt kicked. Hey, did you just lose? You don't want that. You don't want that. So I might actually go somewhere and eat right now because we won, and I get to hear the other side of it. Hey, good game, Coach Brian. Good game. Hey.
So you can we'll do 2 more.
I'm dead serious too. I'm dead serious.
John Treach, 9 News. At all levels of sports, doubt can be quite a demon.
Yes, sir.
Did the Colorado Buffaloes slay that demon today?
I don't know if we ever had that demon. We don't doubt ourselves. We may doubt. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah. Now these are the questions that I like. The last couple of questions have been some good questions. You gotta make this man think, man. Don't let him just talk that talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Let him think and let him get a little bit deeper with his answers.
We may doubt our abilities at certain positions, but as a whole, we don't doubt what we have. We know what we have. That's why we're so frustrated at times, because we could do that. We should have been doing that the last 4 weeks. Like, we shouldn't be sitting up here with a plethora of losses. We should be sitting up here, with a steering wheel in the driver's seat, talking like a boss right now. Like that. That's how we should be. And unfortunately, we hadn't been getting it together like we did today. but thank God we did, and hopefully today is the genesis of us getting things going the right direction and truly believing that we can. Not just several guys in the locker room, but the ultimate unit believing that we can. Great question, man.
Last one, go ahead.
Coach Liam Howard, ScoBuff Sports. Last week after the TCU game, I asked you about the mentality and the attitude of this team in practice, and you said that that needed to be a point of emphasis this week.
Yeah.
Did you see that in practice, and then how did that translate over to this
Yeah,
game?
it was. It
Good
was.
question.
It was. And I think them seeing me in practice, knowing what this journey has been for me, and not skipping out on them, I think they respected the heck out of that and understood that I'm here. I ain't going nowhere.
Hey, man, Coach
You know,
Prime
I'm
coaching his
straight. I'm
ass
here.
off,
I
man.
don't care what is on the table. I don't care what's going on. I am here. I got your back. And I love those young men for that, because the things that they tell me privately and to me face to face, it can't help but inspire and encourage you. So I love those guys that call me coach. I really do, as well as the staff who supported me as well. We good. God bless you all. Thank you. Be careful.
Hey, shout out Coach Prime, man, and these busts, man. Good win today.